Okay.
There's a king that's coming back to save our people. Now, we should be preparing ourselves for the return of our king, not stuck up in these denominations and religions that's destroying our people and destroying our nation.
So when we are in this kingdom and a brother or a sister is doing wickedly in this kingdom, we must tell them, look, the world is expecting you to stay docile, to stay stupid.
That's what Christianity teaches our people. Teaches our people to hate one another and love the oppressor. Like, we'll never forgive one another for anything that another brother or sister do to us, but we'll forgive the oppressor in a heartbeat. There's something wrong with that, man.
Imagine living your life as a whole Christian your whole life, and life's good because you're a Christian and Jesus is white and everything's going great, and there's a landslide and the earth opens up and you go downstairs and you walk through this place and you see a black Jesus, man. Why is Jesus Christ black with an afro in the catacombs, man? This predates the Renaissance period.
So when you read the book of Genesis, the trees in the garden with other nations, a leaf, what does a leaf do to a tree? Cover the tree. So Adam took the covering of another nation. What's the covering of another nation? Their culture. So when the Most High saw him, say, yo, Adam, where are you, man? Why are you? Don't mean I can't find you. You mean like who is this nigga? Like where are you, man? I don't know you.
Okay. So the Ba al Banya Yasha'ala wa Amarath al Hamma wa Aidya Yahweh. The Ba means speak. Al, when it's joined with something, so al Banya means what? Unto, right? Excellent. So al when it's joined with something means unto. Banya means children. Yasha'ala is Israel. So unto the children of Israel.
Like if it's one thing a hoe gonna do, a hoe gonna hold. But you ain't. She can't hold if there's nobody to hold with. And the thing she said at the end, where she said, I went back and I lied to him and he still wouldn't do it. And then she threw up her hands and she said, well, he'll just be a brother. That's what he need.
That's
brothers.
Right.
If we have more brothers, hoes like her wouldn't have no outlet.
There was a man in the land of Oz, his name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright.
There you go, the man called Job. I think Job is what, like, afflicted. And that man was perfect and upright, meaning what? You can be perfect, man. Job was a man like everybody else, man. Job wasn't no angel, he didn't come from the heavens, and that man was perfect, meaning what? You can be perfect in the Bible. Being perfect is in the Bible.
With me, had fringes on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all, know Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain a $1.50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause them niggas getting foul, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting.
Yo, I thought the bomb clot to them boy, man. Bad mind never kill them. Suffocate to no pussy. Yo, status. Tell some boys we don't chat us. Anyway, my dogs go in on the street, them bad. Gun talking up with jeans member. If any somebody ever treat them bad, send the pussy them but meet them God. Louis V kicks, pan we feed them bad. Catch a new drip, dog we beat them bad. Look how we just come and we a beat them bad. You know sister we's them dad. Hey, but anyway though, this a no playground. The Glock 19, they have to stay round. Now take no check with me payroll. Anything rise up, lay down. Them a send check but they won't. Dog we will make it step if they don't. But at the same old, said them want smoke but the grabber done flame out. A couple gyal a come through. Gyal a WhatsApp what she gonna come to. She a give me tap and she swallow some juice. Gyal a suck cock till me Jonathan blow. Bentley van a come through. Convert to the drop top still have a sunroof. The dog them roll strap you one proof. Alright, wanna move. Anyway my dogs go in on the street them bad. Gun talking up with jeans member. If any somebody ever treat them bad, send the pussy them but meet them God. Louis V kicks, pan we feed them bad. Catch a new drip, dog they beat them bad. Look how we just come and we a beat them bad. You know sister we's them dad. Jeff say go fuck it up, so we fuck it up. Big up all of me friend them all who me never big up. All who know they are so, I ain't in a cup. Life shake up, you know me friend but that's how we go. Greenfield say we tough, so we a famous. And all who a flip up and a lip up and fill it up. Girl pussy way buff, one give we a fuck. One the pussy boss, one her belly stuff with the fat cock. Nicky me give back shot really. Girl a bad hype up if you're not that pretty. Money say I make you know him can't chat silly. Anything we beat, we have a fat clock with it. Flick your bad with it. This a chop city. Anywhere we go, how we all lock that city. Money in a pocket, city, fat Billy. Don't come around if you're not from Billy. Anywhere dogs go in on the street, them bad. Gun talking of jeans member. If any somebody ever treat them bad, send the pussy them but meet them God. Louis V kicks upon we feed them bad. Catch a new drip, dog they beat them bad. Look how we just come and we a beat them bad. You know sister we's them dad.
Backstage.
You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch.
Fuck you talking about?
If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. How can I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade just line up. Young nigga named is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, a hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm bout it. UPK too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All the hoes wanna take my piece. All the niggas wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Should've took the time, get a damn no. But I see the starter and I show her. She could never get a preach hoe. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with that fake ass jewelry. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. Yeah, that sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bitch muggin'. I say, if that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. How can I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade just line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, a hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't nothing to me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, that clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UPK play for keys, nigga. Commanding general get a damn order, but ain't nothing to me.
Didn't kill you. All right. Okay, shalom. This is the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana. Started out at 125th Street, Harlem in New York, man. All right, and the ISUPK teach Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians who they are according to the Bible, man. All right. Today we're gonna go into Guy Fawkes and the plot against King James, man. The plot against King James I. But you understand, before we do that, we're gonna do this, man. All right. You understand? You can check us out 394 Lodge Road, Birmingham, B18 5PW. You understand? That's the school, man. All right. And we have classes from Monday. Monday is the law class done by Officer Ariella and Officer Mawasa. All right. On the Wednesday, we've got the class done by Officer Damgaba. You understand? And ISUPK, that's the history class. All right. So it's got the heavy history coming out. You understand, for that class on the Wednesday. On the Thursday, we got the scripture breakdown class done by Officer of 10K Karafia, Captain of 10K Karafia in the UPK, man. All right, that's the captain over our school on the us in the UPK in the UK. All right. Followed by Friday, we got the Lashawan Kwadash, which means holy tongue. Right, that's a tongue we spoke prior to colonization. The tongue that we spoke prior to slavery, right? You understand? We had our own language, and it wasn't, what did I say? We used to, say, the slaves, Bantu or some nonsense like that, right? We never spoke Bantu or some, whatever the bloody other African languages are, right? We spoke Hebrew. Hebrew is what they beat the hell out of us, man. Hebrew is what they whipped and tortured us to stop speaking, right? Hebrew is what they whipped us and so on to stop being, all right? We are the Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible. You understand? The chosen people of the Most High God, man. All right? And they don't want us to know these things. So what do? They whip us, they torment us, they beat us, man. All right? So that's the class to check for our native tongue, our native language prior to slavery. Okay? Followed by On the Ends, a radio show. All right? We've got our own radio show in the UPK. Okay, so you can check us out for those, bringing out a lot of topics as well on different things, man. All right, whatever's out there, whatever's going on, that's what comes out in the UPK. All right. So without further ado, today the Brotherhood class is done online. All right. Oh, Slakia, let me say this too. The Lashwan Kodash, which is the done on the Friday, that's also done in the in Manchester. And S4P, right? Support for Progress Westwood Street. That's also done there. Also, it's done online sometimes as well, right? Okay, so without further ado, this is the Tuesday class or the Tuesday Brotherhood class. You understand, done by me, myself, and Brother Redaya Alaman, all right, of the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana. We're here to teach our people, teach our brothers, teach our sisters, man, who they are according to the Bible. You understand? And today, this class is about the plot against King James I, man. All right? I think the title's up there already, yeah. You understand? So let me see. I'm gonna try and get up this get up this thingy here now. Let me see. So I'm gonna share this with our. You can hear me good, yeah?
Can hear you, sir.
Yes, I am. Most I in Christ, yeah. Most I in Christ. Yeah, man. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna share this and I'll have you read it for me, Baba Kusha. All right, I'll get it. Share screen. And yeah. Okay. All right. Just let me know when you can see it, yeah.
Can't.
What is that?
Yeah, I can see something now. The gunpowder plot.
Yeah. Salakia, can you see this? It says give £2. I don't know what the hell that is. Can you? That's not on your screen, is it? That bit?
Yeah, I can see that. Give £2. Yeah, I can see that.
Why is that on there? That wasn't on there before. It's like blocking my thing. You can't really see.
Oh, we're sorry for asking if you that thing there.
Say again?
No, I just was reading a little bit of it.
Wait, yeah. What the hell's that? Then Wikipedia still can't be sold. Well, sorry, we're asking a few times recently, but it's Tuesday, and this will be up for only a few. Yo, how do you get this shit off here now? Fuck's sake, man.
Can't you see? You see where it says close at the bottom? Can't you close it? Try
right.
that.
Let me show this thing, car. Come black man thing, yo. Move.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and I see it.
Yeah.
All right. Can you see it now? Yeah, good and clear.
Yeah, I can see it. Can you make it a little bit bigger though? Because it looks a bit small.
Bigger. Let me see. How do I do that?
Can we read it a bit? I mean, if we can get a little bit bigger, it'd be help.
Yeah, I'm looking for the tools, but I can't
tools
see
is
any.
across. One more across.
Where?
View history. It says tools. I don't know if that's it.
Tools? Oh, it might be it. Let me check. Yeah, it might be it. Let's have a look. Usually down this side of the screen. Expand all. Is that talking? Hold on a sec. Let me see.
I can see expand. I can see
zoom in it.
Or zoom or whatever. I can see expanders.
Expand. Let's try let's see what I'm going for expand then. Yeah, let's see. Collapse all, collapse element.
Wait there, it's all right. Wait there.
All right.
I got it bigger. I think I zoomed in with my fingers and it made it bigger.
Okay. Was that touch screen?
Yeah, touch screen business.
Oh, you got touch screen. All right, no sir, Chris.
Yeah. The gunpowder plot.
Yeah, you can see it now.
The gunpowder plot of 1905 in earlier centuries, often called the gunpowder treason plot.
Yeah, 1 second. I was just checking the thing here now. So okay. All right. Read it again from the top. The gun.
Another one can't.
Yeah.
The gunpowder plot of 1605 in early centuries of often called the gunpowder treason plot.
Right. The gunpowder treason plot is a plot. You understand that Guy Fawkes and what is it? Guy Fawkes is the name that they predominantly what can I say? Guy Fawkes is the person that they predominantly put. His name is all over this, basically, right? But there's 13. We're gonna read through them anyway. There's 13 other members of what Catholics, man, that tried to blow up Parliament. Guy Fawkes being one of them. All right, read on.
Khan. Or the Jesuit treason. Was it unsuccessful?
The Jesuit priest, which was a Catholic priest, right? And the treason that they caused against the king, all right, against King James I of England and the sixth. There's King James VI of Scotland, because he ruled over Scotland as well, and he was King James I of England. He ruled over England. All right. Read on.
Khan. Was it unsuccessful attempted?
It was a what?
Unsuccessful attempted. What's that? What's that say?
Religious. Wait, where are you up to?
The blue writing. REGI.
Regicide. Right.
Regicide.
It was an unsuccessful attempt. Attempted regicides. Don't know what that means. Let me see if I can.
I don't know what it means. It's a word I've never heard before.
Yeah. Okay.
Regicide.
See if I can find out what that is. Read on.
Khan. Against King James, the 6th of Scotland and the 1st of England, by a group of English Roman Catholics.
As a group of what?
English Roman Catholics.
There's a group of English Roman Catholics, man, that tried to unalive the king. You understand? Hold on a second. Let me just see the regicide. It was an unsuccessful attempt of unaliving the king. There's a group of English Catholics, man. You know what I mean? You're gonna find out that the term English hooligan or whatever fits these guys right here, man. Fit them to a T. You understand? Regicide meaning. Go on. Read on.
Khan, led by Robert Catesby, who considered their actions attempted tyrannicide, and who sought regime change in England after decades of religious persecution.
1 second. Hold on. Let me just try and find it. I don't want to go too far ahead of myself. Hold on a sec. Regicide is a noun that means the act of killing a king or queen. So regicide meaning the act. We're gonna have to go back from there, Salakia. The act of killing a king of, just go back to regicide.
Can't.
To go from was and unsuccessful, yeah.
Was an unsuccessful attempt regicide against King James the
Right.
Fifth of Scotland.
Right, and regicide means the act of killing a king or queen or a person who kills a king or queen. Right. So that's the definition of regicide. These terms, bloody hell. But yeah, that's the act of that, right? Killing a king or queen or treason against a king or queen and so on. So read on, King James. Yep.
And first of England by a group of English Roman Catholics.
By a group of English Roman Catholics, man. You understand? Now, Catholics, a group of English Roman Catholics, man, and was it England was predominantly Catholic at this point, right? The so-called Catholic priests, etc. All right, and whoever it was Catholic, man, right? Now these Roman Catholics are what? They supposed to believe in the Bible, man. They supposed to believe in God, right? Right? They supposed to be godly or godly men rather, right? These are supposed to be men that fear the Lord, man. We look up to them today in this day and age, right? A lot of, not us in the UPK, obviously, but outside in the world, a lot of people look up to the Roman Catholic Church, man, right? But the Roman Catholics are committing genocide right here, man. You understand? The Roman Catholics are about to commit terrorism right here. That's what we're going to find out. That we've finding out against King James right here. This is a terrorist act that the Roman Catholic are about to do to the king, man. High treason in the highest, you understand? And these are supposed to be God-fearing people, man. God-fearing men, right? Or God-fearing Catholics, man. Right? These men are supposed to have integrity. You understand? But we're going to find out that they never did. All right, read on.
Led by Robert Catesby.
And this attempt to assassinate the king was led by Robert Catesby, man. Yeah, Robert Catesby, right? Robert Catesby was one of the main culprits. Read on. Led by. He was the main culprit. This Robert Catesby is the main culprit that was ready and setting up men or gathered men to unalive the king. This Robert Catesby is Catholic, man. Is meant to be a God-fearing man, man. Meant to, you understand? But these men are gathering up men to go and blow up Parliament to smithereens, man. You understand? Read on.
Who consider their actions attempt tyrannicide.
Hold on, where you are? Hold on, because this is important, this bit. Who considered, right, by Robert Catesby, right? He was the ringleader, all right? Robert Catesby was the ringleader of all these men. You're going to find out there's 13 men in total, man. And Robert Catesby was the ringleader of these men who considered their actions attempted tyrannicide. Bloody, I'm going to have to look up this word. Now, this is like a tyrant, right? But I don't want to just make the word up. Let me find out what it means exactly. Is it the tyrant? Hold on. Let's see. What is tyrannicide? Oh. Yeah, right. So get rid of these. There. And it's TYRA. Tyran, double N. I'm getting what tyrannicide mean. Tyrannicide, yeah, right. Check that now. So tyrannicide, tyrannicide, which means let me see, who considered their actions. So this guy, Robert Catesby, the ringleader, who what considered their act. So the act he's about to perform against Parliament, against the king, he considers it what? He considered the act of their attempted murder, so to speak, right? Attempted murder, not so to speak. They plan to blow up Parliament and unalive the king, and we're gonna find out Salakia, unalive the king and so on, right? It's the act of killing a tyrant. So what they're saying their act is just. So their act on going to murder, to commit murder and genocide, right? Their tyrantly act, right, of committing murder and genocide, they are saying to themselves, Catesby is saying to himself, and his team is a group of men, of unlawful men, you understand? They're meant to be God-fearing men. They're saying their act is an act of tyrannicide, which right, which means the act of killing a tyrant. So they're saying the king is a tyrant. You understand? That's what they're trying to say. However, the Lord says what? Vengeance belongs to him. And render no man evil for evil. I'm paraphrasing that, right? So they being that they fear the Lord, they should never have attempted to unalive the king. They should never have attempted to be blowing up Parliament. Yeah, you know what I mean? All right, read on.
Come. And who sought regime change in England after decades of religious persecution.
So, like, yeah, one second. The act of killing a tyrant or an unjust ruler. It's like, yeah, I didn't see the rest of that. So the act of so they're saying the tyrannicide means the act of killing a tyrant or an unjust ruler. So they're taking it upon themselves to say this is an unjust ruler, right? Hence leaning to their own understanding, or the person who committed, or the person who commits the acts. All right, that's what they're saying. All right. So Slakia, read that again.
And who sought regime change in England after decades.
Regime, yeah. So who sought regime change, all right, in England, yeah?
After decades of religious persecution.
After decades of religious persecution or any persecution of any sort, right? Now, this is what they did for religious persecution, right? They sought change for their religious persecution. Right? They felt they were being persecuted by the king or whoever, you know, and the king's men, etc. The thing is, even if that was the case, or that be the case, that should never drive any men to want to unalive the king or any, you understand, to want to unalive anybody else, right? Because then what you're doing is what? The Lord says vengeance is his. You're taking it upon yourself to commit tyranny yourself. So a tyrant, you can't fight tyranny with tyranny. You understand? You can't fight the king, which is in power. You understand? Which is the authority over you with tyranny. Right? You've got to follow the king's orders. All right? So read on. Excuse me.
The plan was to blow up the House of Lords.
So the plan was what?
to blow up the House of Lords.
Right, the House of Parliament, man. Their plan was to blow up the House of Lords, the House of Parliament. That was their plan. Now, with blowing up the House of Parliament, what would potentially happen with blowing up the House of Parliament, man? You know where that?
What would be Salakia? What would be their what? Say that again.
Their plan was to blow up the House of Parliament, but what would be the like what would be the Salakia? I was asking what would be the problem? What would be the problem, or what would it cause? You're trying to blow up the king here, but you're blowing up the House of Parliament.
So they're trying to, as they're blowing up the house, it could blow up a lot of innocent people as well.
They're gonna blow up a lot of innocent people, right? Which is gonna cause collateral damage, right? That's gonna cause collateral damage, man. And the collateral damage, see if I think I've got it already. Yeah, they're gonna cause a lot of unaliving of innocent lives, injuries, or possibly even death of, well, it's gonna be death, no doubt. They're blowing up the whole entire parliament, man. Right? So it's gonna be a lot of people being unalive there, and a lot of people are gonna be also injured from this, severe injury rather, from this act, you understand, of terrorism right here, man. This is the real tyranny, you understand, going against the order, you understand, of the king, all right, or going against parliament. You're going against the whole of the whole of England, man. All right, the law, all the laws of England. You're going against the law of the land. All right. The only time you can go against the law of the land is if it's infringing with the laws of the Lord. If they're teaching wrong, if they're teaching like, you know, to sin, they're teaching you to sin, you ain't gonna go with that. You're gonna say, nah, I'm gonna keep the law, the Lord's laws, because they're teaching you to break the Lord's laws. You're gonna fight to not break the Lord's laws, right? So, right, that's the only thing you're gonna do. So they're gonna cause a lot of collateral damage, man. Now, they didn't even think about what other Catholic members, other Catholic brothers, other Catholic sisters that's gonna be working in Parliament. You understand? They're gonna be around in the streets and so on and so forth. They didn't even think about those. You understand? They're about to blow up the whole place without thinking about the lives of so many people that's going to be damaged, man. Right? And how much it's going to cost. You know, it's going to be severe damage, right? Severe, you know, trauma on families and so on and so forth. So the acts that they was about to commit in today they would call that terrorism, man. You understand? They were fighting. He said, Robert Catesby said, he's fighting terrorism, attempted tyrannicide, but he was being a tyrant himself, and he gathered 13 or 12 other men with himself, you understand, to commit rebellion against the king, man, against the orders of the king, against the king, King James, you understand? All right, that is and that is unbrotherly, man. That's unbrotherly. You understand, which shows that the Catholic Church have not got the spirit of brotherhood, man. Because they're about to kill their own Catholic brothers, man. Their own Catholic sisters, just to unalive the king. Just to blow up Parliament, man. They were going to unalive many innocent lives. Just to unalive the king, man. All right? So this is the extreme that these guys, Robert Catesby and you know, Guy Fawkes would go to, you understand, just to get their own way, just to have their own way, man. All right? They ain't got the spirit of brotherhood at all, man. You understand? You want to find the spirit of brotherhood, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, We step away from these genocidal acts, you understand, and we join our brothers and sisters in the ISUPK under commanding General Yohana, man. You understand? That's where you find true brotherhood, man. That's where you find true brotherhood. And I also teach you that who do we blow up, man? They call us a terrorist group, man. You understand? We've been teaching this truth since 1969. This truth has been coming out in the ISUPK. Who have we unalived? Who have we terrorized? Who have we hated, man? Right? Who have we unalived, man? Nobody, man. But they call us a hate group. These guys right here are a hate group. There are 13 men that hated the king, man. There are 13 men that tried to unalive the king and killed many, and would have unalived many in the process of killing the king. Imagine that, man. Now that's tyranny. That's tyranny right there. You understand? And guess what? They never had no authority from nowhere to do so, man. They took it upon themselves. You understand? And vengeance belongs unto the Lord, man. Vengeance don't belong unto them. Get me Romans 13:1, Baba Kasha. All right. And okay, let me see this. You know what I mean? All right, they got no brotherhood whatsoever, man. And they're ungodly, man. Roman Catholic Church is ungodly, man. And you know what we have to understand as well in the process of all of this, you understand, is that all these Catholic priests was in on this, man. You understand? All this Roman Catholic priest was in on this. This was not
Romans what?
So like Romans 13. Where is it? Yeah, Romans 13:1, Baba Kasha.
Book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers.
Let every soul, man, be subject unto the higher power. There is a power that's higher than us. There is a power that's higher than the King James. There is a power that's higher than Guy Fawkes and so on and so forth, man. Let every soul be subject unto the higher power. Now, this specifically is talking about the man that the Lord has put before you or above you, right? Or over you. In this instance, it's King James, man. King James was placed over Guy Fawkes, over Robert Catesby, and over the other 11, Thomas Bates and all them, right? King James is the King of England, right? The King James the First of England. King James the Sixth of Scotland. So if you're trying to go above and beyond to try and harm anyone that the Lord has set above you, you understand, without the authority of the Most High, you ain't going to succeed, man. And you're going to see the end of these guys. Right, but read that again from the top.
Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers.
All right, every soul must be subject unto the king in this instance. Read on.
For there is no power.
Salakia. And it says powers. That means anyone over you, right? Including the Most High, right? Read on.
For there is no power but of God.
Right. There is no one that's placed in power today that the Lord didn't want in that position, even if it's the wicked. Right now, the wicked is ruling over the children of God. Right now, in the Western Hemisphere and all over the globe, Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, the wicked is ruling over us, and we're God's chosen people. But guess what? We got to be in subjection to the higher power, meaning even the wicked, even these heathens that's ruling over us, man. If we want a passport Who do we have to go to? Our enemies, the wicked, man. But guess what? They're ruling over us right now. If we want anything, a birth certificate, you name it, right? Anything we want, marriage license, a death certificate, all those things, a car, a house, riches, money, job, work, etc. We've got to go to the wicked, man. We've got to go to the enemies, right? Now, this is because we didn't serve the Lord with all for joyfulness and the abundance and the for joyfulness and all things, right? The abundance of all things. We didn't serve our God, and because we didn't serve our God, now we're serving our enemies. That's why we got to go to them for toilet paper. We got to go to them for food, water, shelter, clothes. We got to go to our enemies. A death certificate, a marriage certificate, whatever we need, we got to go to our enemies, the oppressors. However, those same oppressors are ruling over us. Why? Read that from the top again. No, read that from there, yeah.
For there is no power but of God.
The reason why they're ruling over us is because the Lord has allowed it to happen. The reason why, they make up all the rules and regulations and laws now, and then we've got to abide and follow them, is why? Because the Lord has given them the authority over us at this particular time. The Lord allowed Columbus to come and conquer our native brothers in the Americas. The Lord allowed the British, the English, to come and conquer our people, and the Africans selling us to those so-called white men. The Lord allowed that to go down. Why? Because we refused to serve the Lord with joyfulness of heart and the abundance, that's it, of all things. We refuse to serve our God. In fact, Baba, if you could get that for me, Baba Kashar, get that for me as in Deuteronomy. Let me see if I can find it. Deuteronomy 28. Get this way.
But in the curses, yeah?
God, this is why, man. 28. 46, I think. 40. Come on. Good. 45, 44. Mm-hmm. 45, Baba Kashar.
Come. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 45.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee.
All these plagues, all these punishments for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. The conquering of Columbus, the getting sold on the slave ships, man, on auction blocks, etc., being brought into the Americas, into the Western Hemisphere. All right, this for disobeying our God, our King, our authority that was over us. Read on.
And shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thy be destroyed.
And they've overtaken us so much so that we're destroyed, man. The only thing we got left is a corner shop, man. Not a corner shop. So like the only thing we got left is a barber shop, a hair salon, and a food takeaway. That's the only thing we've got in blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians' possession. We don't own anything else. And we don't own the buildings neither. We just renting a pitch, renting a spot, renting the shops, man. We don't own anything. Everything has gotten taken away from us because of our disobedience of our God. We're supposed to be an authority to the higher power. Our power should be the Most High, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, man. Our King Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. But here we are now serving under another power that the Lord has set up over us. Why? Because we've been disobedient to him. But he's going to tell us why. Read on.
Come. Because he hearkened this.
Mm-hmm.
not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
Right? So all these plagues, Salakia, moreover, all these curses, right? All these punishments shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee, which they have already done. Right? Till thou be destroyed, man, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God. And here we are now, and we have to hearken to the oppressors now. Right? So where was we at before? Go back to Romans 13 again. Now we have to hearken unto the oppressors. Right? That's the power over us now. read on from for there is no power.
For there is no power but of God.
There is no power but of God. The Lord put the oppressors over us today. The Lord put King James over those men back then, Robert Catesby. The Lord put King James over him. So what did he have to? What was he supposed to do? He was supposed to be subject unto that power, man. He was supposed to obey the king, not try to unalive the king, man. You understand? Which in turn is destroying his own people in the process. That don't make no sense. You're not gonna be you're not gonna be uplifted for that. You're not gonna get any gratitude for that. You're gonna get a disdain and hatred for that, man. You understand? So Khan, now go back to the thingy, Baba Kashar. Go back. All right.
Go back to where?
Go back to the Wikipedia. So read on from, you know where you was at?
Yeah, it was just where it says the plan blowing up the House of Lords.
Yeah, read that, Baba Kushar.
The plans blowing up the House of Lords during the state opening of Parliament on the 5th of November, 1605.
All right, so this was the plan, all right, to blow up the House of, to blow up the opening of Parliament. This was the plan led by Robert Catesby and the other 11. All right, read on.
As the prelude to be popular revolt in the Midlands, during which King James' nine-year-old daughter, Prince Elizabeth, was to be installed as the new head of state.
All right, so they plotted to kidnap the king's daughter Elizabeth, right? So this plot you can see spread it from various places. There was it's going to call out the names of some of them places: Coventry, the West Midlands, like Birmingham, all over these places, right? Northumberland, right? Because you had the Earl of Northumberland, etc., right? So the plot was to kidnap the king's daughter Elizabeth. Yeah, right. And to what? And was to be installed as the new head of state. So they wanted to kidnap the king's daughter and basically used her, right, to be on their side and to, use her to do what they want her to do, right? This was the Catholics' plan. All right. Now, kidnapping, again, the Bible says, I'll just paraphrase it: whosoever stealeth a man, you understand, if he be found in his hand, he shall be what? He shall be thrust through, man. Right? Let me get it. Let me make sure that's it before I even. Let me just make sure. He who. Let's see if I can get it before I. And read on along.
Canada one can. Catesby is suspected by historians to have embarked on a scheme after hopes of greater religious tolerance under King James had faded, leaving many English Catholics disappointed. His fellow
Salakia, what was that? Catesby's plan failed, right?
Catesby is suspected by historians to have embarked on a scheme after hopes of great religious tolerance under King James had faded.
Hold on.
Leaving many Catholics disappointed.
1 second. I'm trying to process it. Was installed of head of state. Catesby is suspected by historians to have embarked on the scheme after hopes of greater religious tolerance. What does that mean? He embarked on a scheme. Catesby is suspected by historians to have embarked. Okay, so he's suspected by historians to have embarked, meaning he's on a he's planning, where is these terms? To embark on a scheme to go forward into something else, right? Or into something. Embark on a scheme after hopes of greater religious tolerance. Greater religious tolerance. Okay. It seems like it's getting support. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to have to keep reading. Tolerance has been tolerated. It's tolerance. I think is getting support from what I can. But we'll read on anyway. What I get, and what I don't understand, it just lies there for now. Right? So let me read it again. It's just not prose. So Catesby is suspected by historians. So it's been seen by historians, or acknowledged by historians, to have embarked on the scheme after hopes of greater religious tolerance under King James. Religious tolerance. Read on from King James the First. Had faded. Hold on, Salakia, 1 second. So I think it's saying his plan had failed. Religious tolerance under King James I had faded. I think he's getting more support. His plans are, I don't fully get it. Don't fully get that. Plans
I think it probably means that like there was meant to do it, but they meant to do something, but it faded away. Like things went quiet. You get me?
Right.
I think because it says leaving many English Catholics disappointed. You get what I mean? So
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think you're right there. It is suspected by historians to have embarked on the scheme after hopes of greater religious tolerance under the King James. Greater religious tolerance had faded. Right. Leaving many. Right. I'll just go with what. Yeah. I don't quite. I'll go with that still. Kind of makes sense. Yeah. Go and read on. English Catholic disappointed, right?
Yeah. Leaving many English Catholics disappointed. His fellow conspirators.
Hold on. Slakia, just pause there for a minute, because I was trying to look for something before. Let me see. Exodus 21 and 16. Let me see. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, shall surely be put to death. Right? Exodus 21 and 16. Yeah. I think it goes into his blood shall be upon him, something like that. But Exodus 21 and 16, right? So stealing a person is wrong, man. All right. Kidnapping is against the laws of the Most High, man. The Catholics, being godly men, as was supposed, as they're supposed to be according to them, shouldn't be kidnapping or attempting to kidnap the King James's daughter, man. All right, Princess Elizabeth. They shouldn't be trying to do that. Why? Because capturing and stealing a person is wrong, man. All right, it's against the laws of the Most High. And what did it say? You kidnap someone and sells him. If he be found, he shall be put to death, man. Or you kidnap somebody. The penalty for that is death, man. Under the law, under the Mosaic law, there, right? So, being they are the men of God, they should have known these things. All right, kidnapping is absolutely wrong, man. That's the bottom line of it. All right. So these men, these so-called Catholic priests, they're taking the law into their own hand. They're taking the law into their own hands, man, which is unlawful, against God, against the laws of the Lord, against the Holy Bible, man. See that? These men were terrorists, committing terrorist acts, which makes you a terrorist, man. Right? These are the hate groups. These are real hate group, man. Robert Catesby created a hate group. This is a real hate group right here, man. This is real terrorism. You understand? They trying to say the UPK, ISUPK is terrorist, man. But we ain't unalive nobody. We ain't attempting to unalive nobody. You understand? Now we will defend ourselves in an attack against us. Of course. Who wouldn't? Right? But we don't advocate no ill against nobody. We're just here to teach the laws of the Most High, as the Lord says to teach the laws of the Lord. Teach the house of Israel. Speak unto the children of Israel and command them. You understand? Bid them that they keep these laws, keep these commandments, keep these statutes, man, and return unto our King. That's all we're here for, man. You understand? That's all we're here for. To teach the truth according to the Lord, man. Okay, so right, so that was that. Now read on, Salakia. Read on to where was that?
Come. His fellow conspirators were John and Christopher Wright.
So his fellow conspirators, where are you up to? Let me get it right. Let's make sure. Right, Salakia. His fellow conspirators, right? These are who conspired with him. These are who listened to him, hearkened to him. These are who joined him, man. Let's find out who joined Catesby, Robert Catesby, man. He's the ringleader of trying to unalive the king and blowing up the entire parliament, man. A devout Catholic, man. These men are devout Catholics, man. You understand? They're supposed to be the men of God, man. Let's see what he's doing. Read on.
Robert and Thomas Wintour.
John and Christopher Wright, Robert and Thomas Wintour. Right, read on.
Thomas Percy. And Guy Fawkes.
Thomas Percy. And you was about to say it then, but I was going to say it as well, right? Guy Fawkes. Now, everybody knows Guy Fawkes. Remember the 5th of November and all this nonsense, right? Everybody remembers Guy Fawkes. Right now, they're out there outside the windows letting off fire rockets and all that, man. What they call the fire rocket? What's the name again?
Fireworks, rockets, bombs, whatever.
Yeah. Sparks and fireworks and all of this stuff, right? For so-called Guy Fawkes nights, man. Right? But that's a whole other story, because that's not really Guy Fawkes, but that's your Wednesday class, that's your tomorrow class, man. You tune in for that to understand the to get the understanding of the whole claiming to be Guy Fawkes night, etc. Right? It's incorporated from somewhere else. But reading on where we are. All right.
Robert Keys.
Yeah. So these guys, Guy Fawkes being predominantly not known. Robert Keys, man. All right, read on. These are the names, Salakia. These are the names. You understand that? These are the guys that joined with Guy Fawkes. All right, there's 13 men in total joined with Robert Catesby. Right, these are the men, 13 in number, man. 13 men. All right, 13. It's lucky. 13 men that was willing to create a genocide on Parliament, on the king, man. 13 men, 13 terrorists, men that was willing that was creating terrorist act in England, man. Read on.
Thomas Bates.
Thomas Bates. Read.
John Grant.
John Grant.
Ambrose Rookwood.
Gone. Yep.
Sir Everard Digby.
Gone. Sir Everard Sir Everard Digby, man. Everard Digby, right? Everard. Sir Everard Digby. These are the men that plan to unalive King James and blow up the entire Parliament, destroying civilians and all lives, man. That would have been in the you know around in and around the palace at that time, man. I've been in and around Parliament at that time, man. Never for 1 second did they thought about collateral damage, man. Never for 1 second did they think about they were unaliving, you know, innocent people, man. Innocent men, innocent women, and possibly children too, man. Right? They didn't care what they were doing, as long as they blew up Parliament, as long as they killed the king, man. The hatred that Robert Catesby had for the king, you understand, was extreme hatred, man. Which, once again, if you're a man of the Lord, if you're a Catholic priest, and you know, so on and so forth, you're supposed to be a man of the Lord, man, according to them. But they ready to kill, they ready to shed blood, man. They ready to lurk for the privy life, for the privy life, man, or for the life privily, privately ready to take, you know, someone's life, man, without a cause. Read on.
Khan. And Francis Tresham.
And Francis Tresham. Francis Tresham.
Tresham or something. Tresham.
Tresham, yeah, Tresham, right. You understand? 13 men ready to blow up Parliament and unalive many civilians, innocent people, man. Trying to just, you know, get to work and do the daily, you know, the daily chores, etc. You know, they're ready to blow these people up to smithereens, man. I mean, read on.
Folks who had 10 years of military experience fighting in the Spanish and Netherlands in a failed suppression of the Dutch revolt.
And Guy Fawkes, he had military, military
experience,
right? Guy Fawkes had military experience, man. So they wanted, Catesby wanted him on the team. Robert Catesby wanted him on his team, man, because Guy Fawkes had military experience. You understand? He knows how to unalive. You understand? All right. He knows how to, he's got skills, rather, right? Yeah, man. So he wanted Guy Fawkes on the team, man. So he got Guy Fawkes on his team, man. All right. He recruited Guy Fawkes, man. All right. Read on. Salakia, before let's get a precept too. Let's get a scripture. All right. Get me Proverbs 1 and 10, Baba Kashar. All right. Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 10. These Guy Fawkes, Catesby, all of these, they had no form of brotherhood whatsoever, man. You understand? And they had no thought of, no form of brotherhood. They didn't know what brotherhood means. You understand? They don't know how to keep brotherhood, man. They was ready to blow up their own brothers in this parliament. They was ready to blow up their own people, their own brothers, their own Catholic brothers in this parliament, man. Just trying to unalive one man, man. They're trying to unalive King James, and they would blow up all their brothers, man, all their other Catholic brothers and sisters, man.
What you say,
No
Proverbs
brotherhood.
what again, sir?
1 Baba Kashan 10, and hold up. They was ready to blow up their own brothers and sisters, man. Like, listen, man, the Catholic Church don't know anything about brotherhood, man. You understand? The Roman Catholic Church don't know anything about brotherhood, man. You understand? Robert Catesby don't know anything about brotherhood, man. Guy Fawkes, John and Christopher Wright, all the 13 Tresham, all of them, none of them know anything about brotherhood, man. You understand why? Because brotherhood is truly found in the ISUPK under commanding General Yohanan, man.
That's right.
Brotherhood is found, you understand, in the ISUPK since 1969, man. You understand, under commanding General Yohanan. Brotherhood is only found here. Real brotherhood, true brotherhood, you understand. You only find that here in One West, man. That's the point, man. These so-called men of God, these so-called Catholics, man, you understand? These so-called priests of God, no, not God, man. Because if you know God, you wouldn't be trying to lean to your own understanding. You would leave everything to the Lord, man. You would entrust it that the Lord will do something to whoever you have the issues with, right? Vengeance. Did I read that before? Not read it yet. All right. Vengeance is mine, says the Lord, man. Don't know if I got it yet. I don't think I got it yet. Slucky, no, not got it yet. Right? But read Proverbs 1 and 10, Baba Kasha.
Khan. Book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 10. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not.
Right, this is the words of wisdom. My son, if sinners entice thee, man, you understand? If Guy Fawkes and John and Christopher Wright and Robert Thomas and Robert and Thomas Wintour and Thomas Percy and Guy Fawkes and Robert Keyes, Thomas Bates, etc., etc., etc. If they did not listen to Robert Catesby, if they didn't listen to another sinner such as themselves, they wouldn't fall in this trap, man. They wouldn't end up in this mess. They wouldn't end up trying to unalive the king and innocent people and found themselves being unalive themselves, man. You understand? But read on. My son, if Robert Catesby or any of these other ones that took part in that that terrorist act, right? In unaliving the king, in blowing up Parliament. If sinners entice thee, read on.
Khan, verse 11. If they say, come with us,
They say what?
If they say, come with us.
If they say, come with us, join us. You understand? Casting your purse amongst us, man. Come with us, man. Follow us. Join us. Read on.
Khan. Let us lay wait for blood.
And let us lay wait for blood. Let us unalive the king, man. And let's unalive all these innocent people. We don't care who is around. You understand? Including Catholic brothers of their own, man. Catholic sisters of their own included. They don't care who was there. Women, children, whatever. They say, come and let us lay wait for the innocent blood. Read on, for blood. Read on.
Khan. Let us lurk privily for the innocent without a cause.
Let us lie in wait for the innocent without a cause, man. There was so much innocent people in Parliament that day, right? That never did any harm to the priests or to these men, these 13 men right here, man. Right? But they was ready to unalive innocent civilians, man. That's an act of terrorism to me. They wanted to lie for the privately for the innocent blood that never did them no harm. The Bible says, strive not against a man without a cause, man. And they was about to blow up everybody, man, just to try and unalive the king. You see what I'm saying? Read on.
Khan, verse 12. Let us swallow them up alive as the
Let's swallow.
grave and whole.
And you know what's mad about it? These are men supposed to be men of the Lord, man. They supposed to be men of God. These Catholics say that they believe in God, man. Don't they whip themselves, you know, to try and punish themselves to show how much they love God? See what I'm saying? This is what they do, man. Check the Catholic religion out, man. Now, we know it's a lot of evil going on up in there, but that's what they portray themselves as. See that? That's what they portray themselves as, man. But guess what? What's hidden in the dark must come to light, man. And that's what we are shining today. We're shining the light, meaning we're letting the world see that these men was actually evil men, man. We're showing the world today that these men was actually wicked men, man. We're showing the world today that these men, these Catholics, these Catholic priests and all this, and these Catholic men here, they're unaliving the innocent just to kill one man, man. That is wickedness, man. And that goes against the whole order of God, man. They said they believe in God, that goes against the whole order of God, man. But read on.
Khan.
You're reading Slacker, you're reading to 19, right?
Khan. As those that go down into the pit. Verse 13, we shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our house with spoil.
See what they want? They're covetous and they're actually jealous, man. The bad man. They want the riches, what the king has got, and they're ready to destroy everything, civilians, you name it, for that, man. They're ready to blow up parliament just to get the diamonds and the rubies and so on and so forth. You ain't supposed to grudge nobody for what they've got, man. Whether they be a king or whatever it is, you ain't supposed to grudge nobody to want to unalive them to take their substance, man. It doesn't belong to you. And the Lord put that king over you. Why? That's what the Lord chose, man. That's who the Lord chose over you at that time. And you're supposed to, we just read it. Let every soul be subject unto the higher power. That King James is above or over, rather, Robert Catesby, man, and all the rest. So they're supposed to be on subject unto the king. All right? Not trying to overthrow the king. You understand? They're going against orders, man. And they're going against the Lord, the Most High, the Creator. And they say they believe in God, man. You understand? Just to show you, you understand how evil these men were and the so-called Catholic religion or Catholics, priests, etc. You understand? They don't know the Lord, man. But read on.
Khan. Casting thy lot among us.
That's what Catesby said, man. Let us read.
Let us all have one purse.
Yeah, let's have one, like, let's say, you know, casting, if whatever you got, join us, put it with us. You see what I'm saying? Yeah? Cast your lot amongst us, man. Join us, be a part of us. Be a part of our team, right? Be a part of our regime, right? Read on.
Khan. Verse 15. My son, walk not thou in the way with them.
Now, if these men were wise, if these men, or some of these men at least, was the men of the Lord or believed in the God like they said they did, you understand, they would have not been partaker of this. Because they would know better. They'd be wise enough to know better, man. Read on. And Slacky, and this is why our people cannot follow this religion also, man. You understand? If you're Black, Hispanic, or Native Indians, you cannot be a Catholic. You cannot follow these kind of people because they're going to lead you to destroy yourself, man. They're going to find out what happened to these men, man. They got executed, man. You understand? They got caught. They got brought to justice for what they tried to do, man. And it was diabolically wicked and evil what they tried to do. Read on.
Khan. Refrain thy foot from their path.
That's what they used to. Refrain your foot from Robert Catesby's path, man. Refrain your foot, Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, for doing bonfire night and Guy Fawkes night, man. You understand? Refrain your foot from following the 5th of November and their so-called traditions. Refrain your foot, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. You're the children of Israel, man. That's who we are. And we ain't supposed to keep bonfire night and no Guy Fawkes night, man. You're gonna find out the Guy Fawkes, the Guy Fawkes got enough. This whole Guy Fawkes thing ain't got nothing to do with bonfire night. This is coming from before that, but that's another history. Like I said, check out tomorrow's class. I believe it's gonna be brought out tomorrow, or you can check it out anyway. You know what I'm saying? On the done by Officer Dumgaba, man. That's the Wednesday history class. The history is coming out now. You understand, in the UPK, man. All right, it's showing all the evils what these people have been doing and how they've been portraying themselves to be what? Men of God, man. Priests of God, believing in God, godly men. I'm gonna find out that they've not been so, man. They've not been so. These are the same people that have been molesting little boys, and they, what did they do? Instead of bringing them to justice, they just send them to another place, man. Send them to another. They move them to another town, another city, so they can molest some more little boys, man. This is the religion that our people should stay far, far, far away from, man. You see that? All right, read on.
Verse 16. For their feet run to evil.
That's the oppressor all over, man. That's the oppressor all over. Their feet run to evil. Swiftly and speedily, their feet run to evil. They like to do evils. Read on.
And make haste to shed blood.
And that's what they do, man. These guys are ready to blow up everything that's within their path, within so many peninsula or mileage around Parliament, man. All right, because the bomb's gonna go, and when a bomb goes off, I remember when town got blown up, man. Manchester, Piccadilly got blown up by the Irish IRA blown up Manchester, man. You know, Piccadilly, and you could hear it all the way up to Hume, Old Trafford, Moss Side. You could hear it from there, which is about. It takes like 25 minutes to get into town on the bus. You know what I mean? If it's a day of, like, you know, minimal traffic, it'll take like 20 minutes. It could take like 20 minutes to get into, with all the stops and all that. Take like 20 minutes. So 20 minutes away, I'm not sure how many miles that is. I'd say it's probably like 5 miles away, maybe, from Piccadilly, man. And when that place blew up, shattered some of the houses, in Hume and stuff like that, man. Some of the windows and stuff like that in Hume, man.
Yeah.
Right? Or at least felt the impact of that from Hume. Right? I vaguely remember it, man. Right? So just to show you, they weren't just blowing up Parliament, but everything within so many miles around the entire skirt of it, man. Right? The entire perimeter of it would have been blown to smithereens also.
Did JD's and Marks and Spencer get blown up as well?
I think so, yeah. Yeah. Right? As far as I can remember, yeah. Would have been
I think I remember there was a remember I used to listen to that Junk Trigger and that MCing and that, innit?
Oh, right.
And he used to talk about how he can't go JD and Marks and Spencer because they blew it up and that.
Vaguely remember that too, man. All them MCing back in the days, all the jungle.
The jungle thing.
Yes, man. But yeah, that's the history behind it, man. Can't go JD to buy my Nike, something like that, innit?
See, can't go a town, go buy my train now, blow up the city centre. Yeah.
See that, man. You see it? I remember, them days. Memories, you see it. Yeah, man. So yeah, they did that in town and blew up the whole, for how many miles radius, right? So it doesn't just blow up Parliament itself, but you're gonna be blowing up houses round about, man. You know what I mean? Within a 5 mile, 3 mile radius, 2 mile radius, whatever. Everything within that path is gonna get blown up to smithereens. That's all houses, because people live in towns. Just picture Piccadilly now, Manchester. Picture London Piccadilly. Loads of people going to and from, man. Picture Birmingham. Bullring, man. You know what I mean? Picture Birmingham town centre, man. Loads of people's going to and fro. Innocent people going about their business. You understand? Innocent bystanders, as you say, and they're gonna be blown to smithereens by these cats right here, man. All right, they ain't just taking the lives of King James or try to unalive King James, man, but they're gonna destroy, obliterate many families, many civilians, many innocent people, man. You know what I mean? But read on.
Verse 17. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird.
So in vain is the net set. They set a net to kill the king, to they set a net to unalive the king, man. They set a net to unalive King James I of England, 6 of Scotland, man. And the net was set in vain. There was an empty net that they set, but then what did the net end up doing, man? What, like, meaning they set the net to catch that bird or to catch the king, but what did the net end up doing? Did they catch anything? Did they catch what they wanted to catch? Did they catch what they wanted to catch?
La.
But they caught, who did they catch, man? Who did they catch with that net that they set?
They caught themselves, innit?
They caught themselves, all 13 of them. All 13 of these rebellious Catholics, man, caught themselves, man. That's what the net caught themselves. Did they think they was going to catch themselves?
No,
they didn't think that. Why? Because the Bible says that steps of man is ordered by the Lord, man. The Lord orders his steps. So when you're trying to set a trap for someone else, or set a trap for this, and set a trap or dig a pit so someone could fall in, just remember to dig 2 pits, one for yourself and one for that person. In other words, don't dig no pit because you don't want to die, right? That's what that means, man. They set that trap for themselves. They did not know they was going to fall in that trap, man. And they committed murder, genocide, man. And they call themselves men of the Lord, men of God. Read on. Where are you up to now? Oh, Salaki, yeah. Read on. 18. Read on in there. Yeah. Where are you up to as well? Yeah.
Verse 18. And they lay wait for their own blood.
That's what they did. They got caught, man. They lay wait for their own blood. Read.
They lurk privily for their own lives.
That's what they did. You see that? This is in the Bible. If they were wise, they would have been alive, man. Right? To whenever they died in that time, they would have been alive up till they got old. But they chose not to. They chose a different route, man. They chose to take matters into their own hands. You understand? They chose to disobey the law, man. All right? Or the order of the king. They went against the order of the king, man. They went against orders. That's why it's important to follow orders, man. You understand? In UPK, we follow orders, man. All right? That's what we're supposed to do. All right? Keep the order, man. Keep the order of the Most High. All right? Keep the order of what's passed down to us, man. All right? So we can fulfill the duty of the Lord, man. The work of the Most High. Read on.
So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof.
And they tried. This is what the real thing is. They're greedy of gain, man. And they took away. They tried to take the unalive King James. They tried to take away the life of the owner thereof, because they wanted Britain to turn out the power to turn over to them so they could be rich. They were greedy of gain, man, and lost everything, their lives and their livelihood, everything, man. See that? It's not prosperous to be greedy of gain, man. You know what I mean? It doesn't profit, shall I say, to be greedy of gain, right? Be satisfied with the little that we have. You have. If you have little, be satisfied with that, man, until if the Lord bless you, if you're doing the right things, then the Lord bless you to have much, man. but be
Right.
satisfied. Don't grudge somebody for what they've got, envy somebody for what they've got, etc. That's it, man. Read on. 19, you want in that, yeah?
I just finished now. I just read
Oh,
19.
that was 19. All right, get me from there. Get me Proverbs 3. Drop down to Proverbs chapter 3, verse 1.
Come. Book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 1. My son, forget not my law, but let thy heart keep my commandments.
We need to keep the Lord's commandments. Don't forget the laws of God, man. Keep this, man. You understand? That's what we teach. We teach, thus says the Lord, in the ISUPK, man. Since 1969, this truth has been coming out. Keep this, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. Keep this. Read on.
Come. Verse 2. Length of days and long life.
See that? Now, if those so-called priests, Catholic priests, was following this law, was following God according to them men of God. So we have to put the limelight on them to show if they were that, they would have been alive, man. See that? If they were, they would have been alive. All right, they would have lived till their age to be aged. But they didn't follow no law. They took it upon themselves to set a net which caught themselves, unalive themselves. Read on.
Come. And peace shall they add to thee. Verse 3. Let no mercy and truth forsake thee.
Let mercy and truth not forsake thee, right? Something like that?
Yeah.
Read on then. Yeah, read on. Just read on. Anyway.
Bind them about their neck.
Let not. Right. Bind them. Let not mercy and truth, man. You got to have mercy. These guys never had no mercy. Never had no integrity, man. You understand? They didn't even think about their own families that, it's going to affect, man, if they get caught. About their children that they died and left their children behind, their wives and so on and so forth, their brothers and, other members of the family behind, man, in sorrow. They didn't think about that, man. Read on.
Write them upon the table of thy heart. Verse 4. So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight.
If you keep these laws, you understand, and write them upon the table of thy heart, you keep these commandments, you're going to find good favor, man. You're going to find good favor in the sight of God and man. Read on.
In the sight of God and man. Verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart.
With all thy heart. Trust in the Lord, man. Right? Don't try and do your own thing. Don't try and be rebellious against who the Lord has set up over you. You understand? To the extent that you're gonna want to unalive that person, man. And many civilians round about, also innocent lives. Trust in the Lord, man. Get some wisdom, man. But again, you can't get these wisdom from following Catholic priests, man. Clearly, you can't get these wisdom from that, because again, it wasn't just them. This was the whole Catholic Church, man. This is the whole Catholicism, the Roman Catholic system was trying to blow up Parliament, man. This wasn't just one guy, Catesby, and this wasn't just 13 other men. These are the men that got caught, man. That's another thing we have to understand. These are the men that got caught, man. They were going back and forth to, what is it? It tells us further down. They were going back and forth to Spain, France, so on and so forth, man. You see that? That's how far this thing has spread. It's going to Northumberland, the Midlands, Coventry. This is all over England, man. All over England. Read on and out and Rome and everywhere. This is how far this went, man. This is how deep and wide this went.
And lean not unto thy own understanding.
Don't lean to your own understanding. Where you up to now? Khan, yeah, I got you 5. 6, read on.
Verse 6, and all in thy ways acknowledge him. And
acknowledge the Most High in all. Acknowledge the Most High in all of our ways, man. And he should direct our paths. We ain't supposed to take it upon ourselves, you know what I mean, to commit terrorist acts, man. Like these guys did, these Catholics did, man. See that? Read on.
Come, and he shall direct thy paths. Verse 7. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil.
Right. And jump from, fear the Lord and depart from evil. Jump down to 29 and 30, Baba Kushar.
29. Come.
And 30, yeah.
Verse 29. Devise not evil against thy neighbor, seeing he dwelleth securely by thee.
Right. Devise not evil against thy neighbor. See that he dwelleth securely, man. The king was dwelling securely by them, and they was devising evil. There was innocent civilians, innocent people that dwelling securely by them, walking around, going about to their day-to-day lives, etc. And they would have died that day if this plot had made it through, man. Right? Innocent people, there would have been so much people unalive by these people if that plot had, succeeded. But devised not, man. Not supposed to do those things. Read on. And they dwelling securely by you. Don't attempt to unalive these people. Read on.
Strive not with a man without a cause.
Right.
If
You're gonna
he have
done thee no harm, right?
If he have done thee no harm,
Can't, right? They're gonna unalive these innocent people just for the sake of gain, man. Filthy lucre, man. All right. Go back to that was it. And go back to the plot. We'll just finish up on the plot, and then we'll draw some more scriptures on that as well.
Scroll up a bit. I'm at that where it says it's explosives. I've read that part. I'll stop there.
Folks had 10 years military. Yeah, you can put. Let me see. Read on. Salakia, wait, you say use that. Sorry.
Yeah, keep going up a little bit more. Yeah, that was
it
right there. Bit down. You gone by.
Oh, down. Yeah. Okay. Oh, sweat almost. There, somewhere.
Yeah, there, right there. That's perfect.
Where is it?
Want to start, yeah?
Oh, Khan, on October.
Yeah, on October, yeah.
Read on, Khan. All right, I know, yeah. Yep.
On the 26th of October, 1605, a anonymous letter of warning was sent to William Parker, Slovakia, 4th Baron Montego.
Montego, right.
Montego. A Catholic member of Parliament who...
A what?
A Catholic member of Parliament.
Now, these men are in Parliament, man. This letter was sent to one of these men in Parliament. Why? You see, because they trying to blow everybody up to smithereens in Parliament and around the peninsula, right? And someone sent an anonymous tip-off, man. This is how Parliament was saved. This is how the king was saved. Right? An anonymous tip-off, man. Which proves what? They never even had brotherhood, man. In other words, someone grasped, what they say today, grasped them up, man. Someone grasped them up because they were trying to unalive innocent people that was in that place. And that letter was sent to a Catholic member of Parliament, man, which proves what? That he would have been working. He would have been at work. He would have been in Parliament, man. His tail would have been on fire, man. Blown up to smithereens. Now, that is one of their own people, man, which proves that what? They ain't even got brotherhood. They don't know what the spirit of brotherhood is, man. They don't know what brotherhood is. They don't know what brotherhood entails, man. Right? In the UPK, we've got brotherhood in here. And guess what? Brotherhood has got to be taught. And brotherhood has got to be learnt. And if you're willing to learn wisdom, if you're willing to learn brotherhood, man, You understand? You come into the ISUPK, man, 394 Lodge Road, Birmingham, B18 5PW, man. You check us out, you phone us, you come into the school, you understand? And you will be taught what true brotherhood is, man. You understand? You'll be taught what true brotherhood is. All right? Because these people is ready to unalive everything in their path, man. You understand? Including their own Catholic brothers, man. Their own Catholic members of parliament. They were really ready to blow them to smithereens. How godly is that, man? How brotherly is that, man? They don't know what brotherhood is, man. Brotherhood is in the UPK, man. And the ISUPK, that's where brotherhood. Right here is where brotherhood is, man. You know, we got brothers like Radaya Allah, Officer Shamgar, you understand, Captain Karafia, you understand. We got brothers like Officer Dongaba, you understand, Officer Ra'alban, Officer Akayan, Officer Mawasa, Officer Ariala, you understand, and many more brothers, man, and brothers worldwide also, you understand. This is what brotherhood is, man, and we're all interconnected, we're all connected, man. And we all teach one thing according to the Bible. Read on. Read on.
Khan, who immediately showed it to...
And Salaki, let me say this too, man. Are you there, yeah? All right, no sweat. No sweat. Let me say this too, man. They made a pact amongst themselves, man. They made an oath amongst themselves, man. You understand? They did an agreement. They had an agreement amongst themselves. And they broke that agreement, man. By this anonymous tip-off. There's 13 men. And there's an anonymous tip-off right here, man. And they broke that code of the agreement that they made, man. So much for brotherhood, man. See what I'm saying? They was in agreement and they broke that code of the agreement, man. You understand? All right, an agreement, agreement means this, man. Agreement is a form of promise to do something. You understand? An agreement is a form of promise to do something or to be a part of something or to join in with something. Like the Bible says, be one person, be in agreement, be joined. And guess what? Their brotherhood was broken to smithereens when they announced, when there was an anonymous tip-off of this letter, man. No brotherhood whatsoever. One of the brothers or whoever amongst them grasped on each other. That's what they say in the UK, man. They grasped them up. And they all got unalive. See that? Read on. They got no brotherhood and no code of conduct, man. You want brotherhood, you come into and join the ISUPK, man. That's what you do, man. On the commanding general Yohana. That's how it is, man. Read on.
Khan, who immediately showed it to the authorities.
They immediately showed it to the authorities, man. It's like, damn, I could have been, I'd have been blown up too. Of course, he's going to show that to the authorities because these people didn't even care about him being a Catholic, man. I'm one of your brothers. You're about to blow me up in this place as well. You're about to blow up other innocent people round about. Damn, I need to get this to the authorities ASAP, man. Read on.
Khan. During a search of the House of Lords on the evening on the 4th of November, 1605, Fawkes was discovered guarding 36 barrels of gunpowder.
Yeah, man, this man had 36 barrels of gunpowder, man. They're gonna blow they're gonna blow Parliament to hell basically with 36 barrels of gunpowder, man. Was that 16 or 36? 36. Because I think he's got another 16 or something like that. But read on. I think he had another 16 somewhere else in this thing.
Enough to reduce the
can't see it.
House of Lords to rubble.
Oh, to rubble. Enough gunpowder to reduce the House of Lords to smithereens, to blow that place to smithereens, to rubble. And not just the House of Parliament, all within a certain radius, certain miles outside of that would have been blown to smithereens too, would have been reduced to rubbles too, man. Civilians' houses, etc. Read on.
To rubble and arrested. Hearing that the
And
plot
what?
had been arrested.
Okay. Where you up to?
Just after rubble, innit?
Whereabouts? I don't know where you are. I'm trying to rubble. Where? Selaki?
Where it says House of Lords to rubble.
You might have gone down. Right, read on anyway. Read on.
Hearing
there.
that
I got you. Yep.
Hearing that the plot had been discovered, most of the conspirators fled from London while trying to.
Their plot was discovered and they fled to London, man.
From
they started
London.
To stop.
Sir.
Huh?
From London.
Oh, fled from London.
Yeah.
Fled from London, right? It was in London at this point then. They fled from London because they're obviously all over the other different places as well. But they fled from London. They escaped, in other words. Read on.
While trying to enlist support along the way. Several made a last stand against the pursuing sheriff of Worcester.
Right. They was fighting the sheriff again. Sheriff of Worcester. All right.
Worcester. Is that Worcester? I think that might be Worcester.
Worcester.
Okay.
There's Worcester, Worcestershire. There's all different. Worcester. Yeah. Read on.
And a posse of his men at Holbeck House. Holbeck House. In a ensuing gunfight.
In an ensuing gunfight, right?
Gunfight, yeah.
Yeah.
Catesby was one of those shot and killed.
Right, and that's what happened. That's that net right there, man. You understand? He was caught by the net, his own net, which he laid. Read on.
At their trial on 27th of January, 1606, 8 of the surviving conspirators. Slow that down a bit. Gone too much up.
I've gone too much up, yeah.
Yeah, just one line down.
Right, no sweat. I'll read it. I'll read that bit. 8 of the surviving conspirators, including Fawkes, were convicted and sentenced to be hanged, drawn, and quartered. I'm not sure what that means. Hanged, drawn, and quartered. Well, hang, I know what that means, but it looks like what? Drawn, like they might have dragged him on the floor with like a lorry or something like that, and quartered. I'm guessing they chopped him up into pieces. I guess quartered him. I would have looked for that. Search that. Hang, drawn, and quartered. Anyway, read on. So he didn't just Guy Fawkes didn't just get hanged. They could have just hanged him, but they hanged him, they drawn him, and they quartered him, man. Seems like they severed him. Read on.
Some details of the assassination attempt were allegedly known by the principal Jesuit of England.
Right. Jesuit meaning the priest. That's the Catholic priest, man. Jesuit priest of England. So it says some details of the assassination attempt were allegedly known by the principal. Principal is the ones in authority, the leadership, priest of England, man. So they all plotted. All these Catholic priests that's supposed to be godly and men of God, etc. They're supposed to know God, etc. They, supposed to be godly men, man. All of them plotted, was a part of this plot. All right, all of them took part in that plot, man. All right, and it failed, man. Read on. In fact, let me finish it up. I'll finish this bit up. Get me Romans 12 and 19, Baba Kishar. Romans 12:19. Let me finish this. All right, Henry Garnet, although Garnet was convicted of 8 treason and put to death, so Garnet was also unalive. Doubt has been cast on how much he really knew. So no one really knows, according to them, what Garnet knew, how much Garnet knew of this plot. I'm guessing Garnet's probably the anonymous tip-off. I'm not sure who it is, but they had an anonymous tip-off. Probably Garnet, possibly. Anyway, as the plot's existence was revealed to him through confession. Plot's existence was revealed to him through confession, meaning someone confessed. So no one knew how deep Garnet's part was in this. Garnet was prevented from informing the authorities by the absolute confidentiality of the confessional. The confessional seems to have went to Garnet to let Garnet know what's going on, but to not tell that he said it, that he's the grass, right? Or is the informant, right? The anonymous informant, right? Although anti-Catholic legislation was introduced soon after the discovery of the plot, although anti-Catholic legislation, so anti-Catholic going against Catholic now, legislation was introduced soon after the discovery of the plot. So as soon as they realized the Catholics are plotting on the King James, right, or and threatening to blow up Parliament, etc., threatening to unalive civilians and so on and so forth, many important and loyal Catholics remained in a high office during the rest of King James's reign. So they still had their judgment. Right? See, King James was more just than the Catholics, man. King James still let the Catholics have their jobs in high office, man. See that? King James is more, had more dignity than those Catholic priests, man, or those Catholics that tried to unalive him. Remain during the rest of the reign. The thwarting of the gunpowder plot was commemorated for many years, all right, afterwards by special sermons and other public events such as the ringing of the church bells, which evolved into the British variant of bonfire night of today. That's what's going on right now, man. Right, but as I said before, that again, this is what they do. They always use something to incorporate to cover up the wickedness that they're doing. So you can check the class out once again tomorrow. You understand, done by Officer Damgabar for that. All right, bringing out the history of the whole Guy Fawkes thing, right? Because it's not really got anything to do with this. That's what they say, but it's not the case. All right. So let me see what they want. The thwarting of the gunpowder plot, man. All right, the thwarting, which means what? Means the preventing the success of the plot. So, the thwarting, right, of the gunpowder plot was commemorated. All right, meaning the stopping of it. So the preventing of the success of it did not go through. It was stopped. You understand? And in other words, the unaliving of civilians, the unaliving of King James, man, the first of England, was stopped. The blowing up of the Parliament, it got stopped, man. It got thwarted. All right, there was a stoppage to it. Right, they did not fulfill what they set out to do. It did not happen. All right, that's what that means. So get me Romans 12 and 19, Baba Kashar, to 21. Yeah. 19.
Book of Romans,
okay.
Chapter 12, verse 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourself.
They avenge them. They avenge themselves, man. Catesby avenged himself, man. All right, Catesby avenged himself. You understand, of the king. All right. If he had any dispute with the king, he ain't supposed to take it up into his own hands, man. He's going against authorities, man. All right. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves. Read on.
But rather give place unto wrath.
Give place, meaning, make space so it does not take place. You understand? In other words, just be peaceful, man. Don't do that. All right. Don't give place to wrath. So like don't give place to it rather than doing it. Right. Don't carry out that act, man. That come out of there. Did that come out of there? Wait, hold on, Salakia. There. Can you see me on the screen?
Can't.
Let me go back. This one. Oh.
I can see you, but it's like gone to that beginning part. You know that.
Right. Let me get rid of this. I think.
You know where you enter the studio. You know when you first.
Yeah. I've done it twice. That's why. Let me X this one. Get that. Okay. All right. Good to go. Back on track. Right. I need to run, but need the toilet right now. All right. No sweat. Where we at?
For it is written, vengeance is mine.
Vengeance belongs to the Lord, man. It's not for Kettisby and all them to be taking vengeance, you understand, on the king, on and etc. It's not for them, man. All right? You're supposed to leave the vengeance to the Lord. The Lord, read on, it's going to tell you.
I will repay, saith the Lord.
The Lord will repay. If there's any beef, if there's any issue that you have against someone, you leave it to the Most High, man. If they're so wrong as you claim and so on and so forth, then the Lord will repay. Right? But the Lord put the king in power, though. The Lord allowed that king to be in over Catesby and all of those. So, excuse me, right? Like we read before about the authorities, man. You're supposed to obey them, follow the orders, keep the orders, even if you don't like that what they're about. Even if you don't like it, why? Because you are gonna try and take it upon yourself to go and blow up the entire parliament, to unalive innocent civilians in all of this, including your own brothers, man, including your own people. You ain't got brotherhood, man. You ain't got no brotherhood, and this is terrorist acts, man, that these Catholics, Guy Fawkes and them committed, man. Terrorist, high treason, etc., man. You name it. And for that, he was severed, he was dragged, and he was hung, man. The other one was shot. You name it, man. That was the end of them. That was the unaliving of them because they tried to unalive someone else. See, the Lord is not with the wicked. The Lord is with the righteous, man. And that's why we can't be like them. We got to be like how the Lord requires us to be. That's how we have to keep these laws, man. All right. There's no unaliving in here. We don't unalive nobody, man. We don't create terror to nobody. We know the Lord will repay. We know the oppressors is going to pay for what they've done to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians from slavery days all the way up to today, man. They're going to have to pay for that. Well, guess what? We ain't going to do it. The Lord is going to do it. The Lord is bringing vengeance to these nations, man. That's what the Lord is going to do. And with that, we can't do Guy Fawkes night, Halloween, trick or treat, whatever. All them things, we got to leave it alone because it's not for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We ain't supposed to take part in those things, man. All right. Any more on that to 21? Did you finish up on that? Or?
No, I'm still going.
Can't read on.
Verse 20. Therefore, if thy enemy hunger, feed him.
All right. If King James is your enemy, you're still supposed to let him be, man. You see that? If your enemy is hunger, feed him. So if you was a man, if these Catholics was men of the Lord, they would know all of this, and they wouldn't have tried to commit that genocide, man. They wouldn't have tried to commit what do you call it? Terrorist act, man. Right? They wouldn't have done that. They would have kept it this, man. Read on.
If he first give him drink.
Mm-hmm.
For in so doing thou shall heap coals of fire on his head.
Right. The Lord will deal with him if that's the case, right? Leave him to the Most High, man. What else? Is that 21 or?
One more. Be
Nah.
not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good.
Right. Be not overcome by evil, which is what Robert Catesby did. His anger was for his anger and hatred for the king burnt so much that he got overcame with anger. So that even took his own life and the lives of the others that he recruited, man. See that he didn't care for his brothers, man. He didn't care for his people. He didn't care for the rest of the Catholics, man. His brothers, the Catholics. He didn't even care for them. He caused the lives of 12 more other men. Right? That's what he caused, man. Genocide he was trying to commit, man. Right? Or rather, you know what I'm saying. Right? So he never had no brotherhood, no love for his brothers. He was willing to, he just fulfilling his hatred was burning so hot for the king that he got brothers unalive, and that's why you got to know what you're doing when you're leading people, man. All right, you got to know what you're doing, man. He led the people to death, man. You got to know who you're following as well. We read it in Proverbs, man. My son, don't, if sinners entice thee, Catesby want you to go and blow up Parliament, unalive the king. You better know what you're getting yourself into, man. Right? That's a big deal, man. And you don't want to be a part of that. All these innocent civilians dying, and it's all that blood is on your hands, man. You don't want that. All right. And with that, that's the clock. Was that 21, Salaki? Is that 21 done?
Yeah, that's the end, sir.
Khan. All right. While you're just get me another verse while you're doing that, I'm gonna look for the announcements, right? So just get me Psalms 26 and 1. So let me get a short one. Get me Psalms chapter 1. And in fact, yeah, get me 26 and 1. It's not too long, that's all right. And let me look for this Psalms chapter 26 and verse 1. And just read it through, yeah? We'll look for this
Book of Psalms, chapter 26, verse 1. Judge me, O Lord, for I have walked in my integrity. I have trusted also in the Lord, therefore I shall not slide. Verse 2. Examine me, O Lord, and prove me. Try my reins and my heart. Verse 3. For thy loving kindness is before my eyes, and I have walked in thy truth. Verse 4. I have not sat with vain persons, neither will I go in the dissemblers. Verse 5. I have hated the congregation of evildoers and will not sit with the wicked. Verse 6. I will wash my hands in consensory.
Just read on.
So will I compass thy altar, O Lord. Verse 7. I may publish with the voice of thanksgiving and tell of all thy wondrous works. Verse 8. Lord, I have loved the habitation of thy house and the place where thy honor dwelleth. Verse 9. Gather not my soul with sinners, nor my life with bloody men.
I'll find it right. Right, gather not my life with those men, man. Catesby and the rest, man. You understand? And with that, that's the class. I can't find it on here. I was trying. Yeah, can't find it. But what we'll do is we'll just close out. You know what I'm saying? Just over to you, Radar. Yeah.
Kind of want clap it up, clap it up.
All right.
Good class there.
Most High in Christ, man.
Oh, men of Israel, imagine.
All right.
Imagine Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah.
Yahya Matah. Sir, give the sisters a kind salute.
Okay.
Imagine. Imagine Shabbat.
Yes.
Imagine. Barak. Yahweh Shema Ilatah Hashem Yahushua. Yahya Matah. Dismissed.
God. Most High in Christ, man. All right. Always the water for the reader. You understand? That's what we need. We need the men of the UPK, man. You understand? To do our diligence. You know what I mean? We got our reader, we got our teacher, etc. You understand? So this is how we do it, man. And we always thank the reader. You understand? Most High in Christ, man. All right. So give thanks. All right. So with that, I say Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakathum to the brothers. Yahweh Shemal Athan Hashem Yahushai to the sisters, man. Shalom Israel, man. All right. Most High in Christ. All right.
Peace.
Come on.